Next time I come up with a bloody good idea like that, shoot me. God damn it. Hey, buddy. I just can't resist, I've got to try.
Why?
Good morning, guys, it's me, Mickey T, aka Mike James. Welcome back to my vlog channel. This channel is all about documenting mine and my wife's life and all of the stuff that we get up to in our self-employed journey, and just documenting the highs and the lows in a real sort of candid format using only my iPhone. So if you enjoy lifestyle and weekly vlogs, or you enjoy travel vlogs and things like that, I would love it if you would consider subscribing. However, let's get into this week's weekly vlog, as we are about to get underway on wrapping up our Katnipp shenanigans. But when I say a brand new week, I've actually been working all weekend, so for me it just feels like any other day in the office. Which, speaking of, Katnipp is my brother's wife business, where she illustrates characters and prints it on mouse mats and notepads and stuff, and for the last 6 years I have worked there helping with fulfillment and just general photography and stuff, but unfortunately all of that is coming to an end. But not before fulfilling 1,695 orders, making up over 110 tote bags, and I thought I'd just very quickly document everything else that I spent the weekend making up, including only a quarter of the tote bags. Oh boy. But I still have plenty left to get through, lots of mugs to make, and that again is only for about a quarter of the outstanding orders. So I'm going to put the phone down and check back in with you guys at lunchtime, but for now I gotta get to work, so see you in a while, crocodile. Like so, where we teleport forward in time, and we're heading down to go to Heron to grab some lunch. Now, I do want to stress that in this busy period, Ashley was going to be going shopping yesterday, and she was going to grab me some stuff so I could meal prep, but unfortunately, she ran out of time, so she didn't get to do that yesterday. So I think we might be doing that today, but until then, I need to go and buy me some lunch to go in my big chubby belly, where we take a walk through our lovely high street, but using the elevator transition that is getting quite old on this channel, but it is a good way of kind of transitioning in and out of the office. But I've got everybody's favourite meal, pre-cooked chicken breast and my processed cheese strings, because I like them, so leave me alone. But in all seriousness, when I weighed myself on Saturday, because I've now put my weigh days to Saturday, I gained a pound, which is not my idea of fun. Because yes, that is unfortunate to kind of gain weight again, but I realise that I've been bouncing around 18 stone and half a pound and 18 stone and 1.5 pounds for literally about 5 weeks now. But I had an epiphany the other day on Saturday, in that the form of, I realised that over the last year I did really well in losing weight when I had a goal to focus on, i.e. when I was trying to improve my blood sugar levels, because it was in the pre-diabetic range. But now my blood sugar levels are healthy, but I'm still overweight. I kind of felt like I wasn't really trying to achieve anything. But, and it's a big but, Ashley and I have a holiday booked, and we finally got somewhere booked. And I'm not going to spoil where we're going, because I want it to be a complete surprise. But it's going to be an epic adventure, and I think it's going to be somewhere that Ashley just absolutely falls in love with. So, with that in mind, I'm now re-locking in on my low carb. I'm not going to cut out carbs completely like I did last year, but I realised I did much better with my diet when I was on low carb and low sugar. Even though I've kind of always been on low sugar since, I have noticed that I have started creeping in more and more sugary stuff on a weekend, which I'm now cutting out a lot of that by moving my weigh day instead of Friday morning to Saturday morning. And that basically means that I only have one day off throughout the week, where I can kind of just forget about diets, forget about food, and just kind of exist and just have a day off to just reset everything. Well, not really have a day off when I'm here every day, but with the holiday in mind, coming up in September now, we fly on September the 3rd, which gives me the rest of June, July and August to lock in and try and see if we can shift. I want to try and see if we can shift around about 15 pounds in weight. Whether or not I can do it, I'm not going to be too bummed if I can't, but it is going to be a goal and it's going to help me lock in. So with that being said, as I said, I've got my processed cheese strings, which everybody shouts at me for buying, but look, they're absolutely gorgeous, so what can I say? And then my roast chicken fillets, which admittedly probably just injected full of water, but still it's chicken and it's protein, which will help me as we are also back at the gym this week. But I'm going to get this down in my belly, and then I'll check back in with you guys at the end of today when we head home where we can see my wife. But we are now back to work, and I thought I'd show you the current update on the pile on the tote bags, but admittedly that's only probably about 2/3 of the actual amount of tote bags that need making up. We've still got a lot more to make up. So now I'm on pin banners, and then I have all of these mugs. You can see, like, this is just the pile of pink mugs, which, well, I'm hoping when you look at that you think, bloody hell, that's a lot of mugs, because that is a lot of mugs. Well, that's all of the mugs, but I'm out of here. As it's 10 to 6 in the evening, and I am absolutely exhausted. You can literally see it in my face. There's no point me even trying to hide it. I am buggered. I'm going to teleport home. And this is why I love my family. Yesterday, I said, you know, all my bushes were overgrown, and I just didn't have time to get round here and just trim it, because obviously I've been working all weekend and stuff, and my family came round and did it for me. But I apologise for what's about to happen, because it is windy and raining, but I need to get out of the car. Oh boy. Park a bit further away from the hub, he says. It'll be good and get more exercise, he says. Next time I come up with a bloody good idea like that, shoot me. But I do want to welcome you back to Tuesday, and sorry for ending Monday so abruptly, guys, but you won't have seen in the vlog, but literally in the last half of the day at Katnipp, I just started to get like another headache again, and I just felt so nauseous and sick. So I thought it would be best if I tried to vlog, but just keep it short and sweet. But we're back today, early to bed, feeling fresh and ready to get on with the day. But I'm not going to the gym today, I'm going to go tomorrow instead. I hope. I actually still need to text my PT, so yeah, I should get on and do that actually. But the PT has been texted and the hair looks like a silky chicken. We can now finally get on with our working day at Busynip, where we start off our day with a shaky-dinky. I'm just kind of stood here just staring at all of the mugs I made yesterday. I'm still in disbelief at the amount of stuff that I had to make up, and that was only for like 200 orders or so, and we've got like 1,600 or something to still get through, which is what I'm doing today, funnily enough, is jumping on orders and getting them down. So again, I'm really sorry, as I know that many of you would love to see kind of like more like ins and outs of Katnipp Studio stuff, but I've explained it before, but I'll explain it again just for anybody that might be new. Obviously Katnipp is closing down, and Catherine is getting rid of the studio, and she's kind of going print on demand and doing a lot more stuff, kind of self-fulfillment and stuff from her new house that she's moving into. So I am not going to have a job for much longer, so I'm trying not to document too much Katnipp stuff, but obviously at the moment it is kind of occupying 7 days of my week. So I do like to include bits just to show you what I go through in my day-to-day stuff, so just to showcase it. But other than that, I do like to kind of like skip over it and document more of like what I'm doing for myself and home stuff, which obviously again isn't quite as much as I'd like, given that I keep either being under the weather or just extremely tired every time I finish up at Katnipp. But it can't really be helped, and it's just going to be like that for a short while. So I'm going to go ahead and get my packing mat. This is a mat that you put on the floor, and it's basically just like a big memory foam mat that you stand on, and it just cushions your feet for when you're standing for a long time, just in case anybody wants to get one. It is a Duronic feet mat, and again you just stand on it and it's really squishy. But with all that in mind, I will check in with you guys again at lunchtime, but sorry for the cutting short of yesterday. Just kind of wanted to explain that and get it out of my chest. But it's time to get to work, so I'll see you in a while, crocodile. But we teleport forward to the lunchtime. And unfortunately she won't be vlogging it, but I'm super proud of Ashley today, because she's actually travelled all the way down near Bradford, which is 2 hours away, and she's actually doing a disabled riding school and going around all the horses there, fitting and checking saddles and stuff. And I think she's got about 5 to do, but it's going to be a hell of a day, but I'm super proud of her. Where today's menu, I actually went to Morrison's and decided to get some low carb wraps that are about 100 calories each, some roast chicken, and a reduced bistro style salad, and I'm going to put it in 2 wraps and numb it down. And voila, that's what it looks like, folded, unfolded. And I can guarantee you there's probably some people watching this saying, bloody hell, it's about time Mike actually ate actual healthy balanced meal for his dinner instead of just processed cheese strings and, well, it's still cooked chicken I suppose, but here. Overall, not bad, 400 calories for that entire lunch, so can't really complain. I'm just trying to find somewhere to put. That'll do. Oh my god, Dean has been busy. Seriously, I wasn't kidding. We got a lot of posts. It's now time to build Dean into a prison.
We'll have to do 2.
Well, there's load number 1 down. I was just filming them, but then Catherine was like, "Oh, you're going to see if you can beat us." And now I've got the challenge accepted. There's no way I'm beating them to floor 3. No way. God damn it. My trousers are halfway down my legs. But at 20 past 5 in the evening, and some cute music later, it is indeed time to head home with my chicken hair, because, well, it's home time, innit? But we got there eventually, and I am tired, boy. Yeah. I think I need to just preface this part of the vlog, even though this is like really early on and all the new people tuning in are going to be like, why is this dude like so moany all the time? But I just need to stress, just for the people that, if you know kind of situation. But yeah, Katnipp is like super busy right now, and I think Dean, well, we're all just like trying to find our feet of navigating the next couple of weeks, like just working every single day, because yeah, I think stress is high at the moment in the office, and I'm not gonna, like, there's no drama or anything, there's no like behind the scenes like arguments or drama or anything going on, but I think it's just getting to people a bit, and I think it's just a case of like pacing oneself, because we've got like 3 or 4 weeks of this, so yeah, it's not going to get any better by stressing about it. So I've just turned the tap on because I'm going to get these dishes from last night washed up and get on top of that. But I don't know if it's just me, and I really don't know why I'm including this in the vlog, but does anybody else just like really love that synthetic smell of apple? You know that smell that you normally get with like apple sweets and stuff? I don't know what it is, but whoa, it just hits different. But whilst the sink is filling up and people are reminiscing about apples, we're going to move on from that, as Ashley has received a letter from the driving licence agency, and I don't know why she's received it, and I don't know what the context of the letter is, so we're about to find out. Okay, yeah, no, not important. That was a bit anticlimactic. I was hoping Ashley was in trouble and I can be like, oh, hey, look, you're in trouble, and I'm not, because I never get in trouble, but yeah, boring. Just a letter saying that they had an incorrect bit of information on a previous tax document, but it's all sorted now. So, we move on. You've been caught speeding.
Really?
No, you haven't really. That face was so unconcerned.
Because I'm not at speed, so I just knew that it wasn't going to be speeding.
But you used to.
That was one time. It was one time.
How are you doing?
I'm okay, I'm very warm.
It's been really warm this afternoon.
So warm, isn't it?
Makes a difference from this morning when I thought I was in the bloody Arctic blast.
Oh, yeah.
Look what I've got for you.
What?
I don't think she's going to burst into tears this time.
Oh, I thought you'd hurt yourself.
No.
I thought you went...
No.
I thought you'd hurt yourself.
No,
Jesus Christ.
I was wincing because the last time they gave you a cup of tea, it turned into a very traumatic ordeal for the both of us.
Yeah, I'm fine today. Thank you. God, I genuinely thought, just the way you handed me it. And then
Sorry,
you
that was badly acted.
You leant back, and then I thought you'd hurt, like your back had got a twinge or something. I thought, shit, what are you doing with your life?
I don't know what am I doing with my life.
No one knows.
How was the riding school?
Ah, it was so good. Yeah. There was 5 to do, and then she said to me, can I add another one on? And I was like, yeah, fine. Got to the last one. Tiny little Shetland. I was like, oh.
Yeah, you said, was that the one you sent a picture of? Should I put the, yeah, I'll put the picture right here.
Somewhere.
Because it was indeed cute.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we're just gonna, well, I'm gonna get the dishes done, and then
I'm going to go and put the bins out while you do that, and then I'm going to get into my pyjamas and relax because I'm tired.
sounds like a plan. But things escalated, and now Ashley has taken Oreo on a little walkie. Oreo.
He just likes to eat the grass.
Oreo.
I don't think he actually eats it though, I think he just nibbles. Watch this.
Even though nobody asked the question, just to explain why there's tyres on the top of here, that's because these are notorious for the tops to...
Broken.
Yeah, well, they're broken for one, but two, when it's windy, they just wump and fly off, and that's how they're broken in the first place. So we put tyres on top to just hold them down for when it gets windy, because this whole area is a bit of a wind trap. It just...
I'm loving the pink socks, by the way.
Why, thank you. Look at my pink
Socks.
Your pink socks. Pinky. Before we jump forward in time, Ashley's gone to put some washing out on the line, and I am sorting food. As these meals, by the way, from Lidl, I've got to say, are genuinely absolutely fantastic. I'm having the katsu curry one tonight. Ashley got this for herself, but then she tried my spaghetti bolognese that I had the other day, and honestly, like... this spaghetti bolognese is absolutely banging from Lidl. Like, I actually want to go back to Lidl. Probably not today, but honestly, this spaghetti bolognese is just insane. The tomato sauce is proper rich. And it's just really, really nice. So I'm going to get this. And all it takes is like 4 minutes in the microwave and it's done. So on those days when you're just like working and you just, you know, when you just get home and you can't be asked cooking and you just kind of like want to shove something in the microwave, yeah, it's good for that. But of course it wouldn't be Ashley if she didn't want cheese putting all over a spaghetti bolognese, so I've got to sort the cheese out. Right, we're sat down and we're just tuning into our local favourite vlogger that you all know at this point, but I thought I'd just do a very, well, not local, but a very quick taste test of this katsu curry because it smells incredible. Like, I don't know what Ashley thinks of it, but I know she's a big fan of spaghetti bolognese, but this curry smells absolutely gorgeous. So oh,
Nice.
yeah, that is good. All these meals so far, admittedly, the one I was wanting the most, anticipating the most, the shawarma one, is probably the worst one out of all of them.
Really?
Just because I think it's just a bit blander compared to all of these. I was saying to Dean, I think the shawarma one could have been a bit stronger, like the spices could have been a bit stronger. But this, oh boy, this is good. Like,
that's right up your street, isn't it?
Yeah, like this is like, it's creamy, it's like, I don't know, it's so good. Like, if you're anywhere near a Lidl, go to Lidl, look for the fresh meals. You can't freeze them, unfortunately, but they normally have like 4 or 5 days date on them. Grab a couple and just try one. Honestly, especially spaghetti bolognese is probably, I don't know, I want to say spaghetti bolognese might be my favourite, but I don't know, I haven't eaten this properly, but this is, it's pretty up there. So it's currently like, well, it's actually about 5 past midnight, and I don't normally vlog this late at night. I'm normally chilling in bed, but I literally completely forgot, and sorry, I'm trying to keep my man boobs out of this, but I completely forgot that tonight is a strawberry moon, and this will be the only time it'll be this low on the horizon until 2043, which puts that like just under 20 years until the next one. So the next time it's this low, I will be like literally 50 years old. So I thought I wanted to document this on the vlog because you guys know I am a huge space nerd. Absolutely massive space nerd. Love all stuff to do with space. So I'm going to turn the light off and I'm going to try and see if I can get it on the vlog because you can see it from me house. And there we are. There's the strawberry moon. If I just take the exposure down, the iPhone colour will screw with the colour a bit, but how beautiful is that? Totally forgot about that, and I'm so glad that I could come and vlog and document that piece of space history for you. So things have escalated slightly, and I've come out here to use the video to try and get a picture. And yes, I am stood outside my front of my house in my boxers. So I'm gonna head back in and go to bed, and I'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning, everybody, and happy Wednesday, my dudes. And you know what, just thinking about it, last night I'm so glad I captured that strawberry moon, because it'll happen again next year, but it won't be that like low in the horizon, so it won't be that clear and stuff until 2043, like I said. So pretty happy that I managed to capture that. But we're now heading into the office, where I'm probably going to be on my own today, because we're basically making Dean take a day off. Whether or not if he will is another question altogether, but we're hoping that he will, because admittedly Dean and Catherine are far too burnt out at the moment, and they're just not doing themselves any justice by overworking. Because you've got to remember, Dean and Catherine, especially Dean, is working all day on orders and doing posts, then he's going home, and then from about 5, 6, well sometimes even 7 o'clock in the evening all the way up till 1 o'clock in the morning, he's then doing bookkeeping and emails and stuff. So he's literally just burning himself out. Thought I'd just very quickly show you guys as well just how good the sea looks today with the sun shining, and the sand's been like washed away, and it's kind of exposed a bit more of the scars that I've sort of spoken about in last week's vlog. But damn, it's gorgeous today, so thank you, Mr. Sun. Going to be brutally honest though, it's getting me bloody excited for my holiday in September. Oh my god, if it pans out how I've got this picture in my head, you guys are going to have a series of amazing daily travel vlogs coming in September. I cannot wait, especially for Excited. She's the one I'm most excited for, but I think you guys are really going to love it as well. Oh, and we step into the office where, thank God, there is no Dean, because don't get me wrong, I am not like trying to say that I don't want Dean in, because I absolutely love it when Dean is in the office, because we have such like good banter and we just talk about like all nerdy stuff, and it's great. I love it when Catherine's in the office as well, don't get me wrong, but Catherine's more of a put her headphones on, listen to podcasts and stuff type of gal. Me and Dean are kind of like, we don't listen to music and stuff, we just kind of like talk to each other and talk about what our plans are and stuff like that, and just, you know, reminisce over nerdy stuff. So it's great. But yeah, Dean has just been absolutely exhausted, and I actually told them both off last night before I left, and I was kind of like, look, because the way that we work as a team is we are very like, it's a sprint, not a marathon. But I've got experience doing like 7 days a week at Katnipp. Dean and Catherine have obviously done it before, don't get me wrong, but they've always had the choice of like, if they woke up tomorrow and didn't feel like they had it in them to come into work, they'd do work from home, or they'd do emails at home or something. Whereas I don't have that choice. Obviously I have to come in because my job role is to fulfill orders, and I'm not by any means like diminishing like the hard work that Dean and Catherine do, but all I'm saying is that like, I didn't have a choice in January. I had to come in every single day to get the orders down, otherwise we would have very angry customers and just way too much work to do. So I had to work 7 days a week in January, and I learned then that you need to pace yourself, especially when you've got like a side gig like doing YouTube and stuff outside of working here, because I realized back in January it was just, honestly, it just mentally killed me to, and physically as well, to just come in and be on your feet for like 8-9 hours a day. Then you go home, then you've got to have the mental energy and be switched on enough to actually go and film, because you got to remember, filming is, especially in video games, isn't just as straightforward as like just playing the actual video game. There's so much more to it that a lot of people forget about. And I'm not trying to complain or make any excuses or anything. I'm just trying to suggest that you know, we're all only human and we need our time to kind of recoup and reset. But as of right now, I am managing, for the most part, to kind of keep my head just above water and just keep going, keep trucking, and then do the YouTube stuff as and when I feel like I can. Obviously, some days I'm helping Ashley, Like yesterday, she was just super tired and she just wanted to spend some time together. And unfortunately, it's just going to be like that until this whole thing closes. So I told them off and I said, you've got to pace yourself because, look, I know you want to get everything done by tomorrow, but unfortunately, like, you need to pace yourself because it's going to be like this for like 2-3. They think it's going to be like 2 or 3 weeks until we get done. I actually think it's going to be closer to somewhere like 4 or 5, even possibly pushing 6, just because it did take me like basically 3 days to print off, make up these mugs, the tote bags that are over there, and some of the mouse mats, but that was only for like 200 orders. As you can tell, there's still 1,600 orders left to package. Now, I am under no illusion. Like, for example, I've made up like 70% of the tote bags, so I won't have to do a repeat of the tote bags. But it's things like mouse mats and pin banners and mugs that are going to be probably like 60% of the orders that are outstanding at the moment. So it's probably going to take me maybe 4 or 5 weekends to kind of fully get through everything and make everything up and get all art prints and stuff printed and all pin banners and stuff done. And that's not to account for like times when we have mugs that are like seconds and stuff, so we have to remake them. So yeah, I genuinely believe it's going to be closer to sort of 5 weeks before we finally get fully wrapped up in the studio. But I don't dare open my mouth because that's blasphemy. But I'm going to go ahead, guys, and get my head down now for about an hour and get some orders done, as I am going to the gym today, so I'll check back in with you when we head out to gym. All right, I am out of here and off to the gym for the first time in over a week. And I am going to be honest, as we use the lift to transition downstairs, I am feeling a tiny bit anxious. Not massively, but just for someone like me, going to the gym just doesn't come easy. Like, I got toothpaste all over my face. But I know I've been going for like over a year, but it still doesn't feel that easy for me personally. But yeah, I just genuinely can't explain it, the feeling. I think it's the pressure of like showing up to kind of like do well for both myself and my PT. But either way, we'll get on with it because we have to, and I'll check in with you after the workout. But I teleport back with my dinner and arms done, and it was a good session. I have actually realised that, or not realised, but I've asked Adam if we can change up our training schedule a little bit, but I'll get in the office and get settled down, talk a little bit more about it. Well, it's that time of the evening where it's time to head home. Well, I say it's that time of the evening. It is actually afternoon. I think it's about 5 o'clock now. I think it's about 5:15. So I'm gonna go ahead and head on home. Hey, buddy. You're slipping. You're slipping. Yes, indeed. I am home, and it's very warm outside to a point of where I originally intended to come home, and I'm not making excuses. Genuinely, hold my hands up. I genuinely wanted to come home and work on Minecraft content, but it's about 25 degrees outside, and there is no wind at all. So even opening my window for a bit, I just don't think it's going to help cool down my room, and it's just freaking boiling. So I'm going to head upstairs now and see what it's like, but yeah, it might be just a job for chilling downstairs for until Ashley gets home, I'm afraid. Because, yeah, I can feel it already. As soon as I'm walking upstairs, oh my God. First and foremost, it's a mess up here. But second of all, it is stifling. Jesus. Yeah. I don't know if I'm going to be able to work in this. Even though I really need to, I don't know if I'm going to be able to. I might have to wait until later on. So I might just edit my thing later on. But there is a spider hanging from my phone. I don't even know if you guys are going to be able to see that. But that was weird. But with my window open, we'll give it 10 minutes and we'll come and see what it's like. But I'm not holding my breath. Yeah, I just spent way longer than I anticipated scrolling social media. And an hour may not have passed. It may not have. It could have. it definitely did. And I realised I wasn't going to get any work done anyway, so instead I came a little where I could go and call my wife. Heretic! Me and my younger brother have been obsessed with Warhammer recently. But we teleport home and I'm so... Please, 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 please. Am I seeing things? Oh, I might have been seeing things. I thought, oh yeah, I'm definitely seeing things. God damn it. So, sorry, we got home from the shopping. Ashley's jumped in the shower and I was so buzzing there because I literally was looking at the plant in the kitchen and I thought, do you know what? That one in the front room is dead. I might as well use the pot and the soil and repot the one in the kitchen because it's desperate to be repotted. So I thought I'd just come in here one last time to see if there was any life on it. And unfortunately, there is still zero life growing on this. But I thought there was like one of these like coming off the branch. And I genuinely thought it was like fresh growth. See this? I don't know if you can see right there. I thought that was like fresh growth. But no, turns out it's not. I think this plant is dead. So I'm going to take it outside and attempt to use it to repot this plant inside it, because as you can see, this plant is full to the brim and it's been in desperate need of repotting for about a year now, but I have not been a particularly very good plant owner, so I'm going to get on that. But first I'm going to get the pizzas in the oven because Ashley's now in the shower and she'll be expecting a tea when she gets out, so panic stations. And I appreciate I'll probably have like 20 people that are really into the houseplants probably screaming at me not to do this right now, but I want to. And there we are. What's the chances that I've probably killed this plant now as well? Put your guess in the comments. But I'm going to get this tidied up and get the plant back inside. But don't ask why I'm using a tub, but I'm just going to give it a very light watering just to kind of dampen the soil. And there we are, and hope that survives. And I'm going to be honest, I am hopeful actually that will survive. I just hope it's the right type of soil because I literally hadn't repotted that since I actually bought it. And that soil was just like a generic compost that I bought like years ago. So I really hope I haven't like upset any plant people that watch this. But I am trying to do good by my plants. Minus the one that I killed. But I thought I would move the subject along to just talk about the dinner that I'm having, which is having 2 small pizzas. Not the best, but the pizza only comes to about 700 calories and I've still got like 1,000 left for the day. And I haven't really eaten anything else, so I thought it would be absolutely fine. I'd still be in calorie deficit, so as long as I don't binge and snack on the donuts that Ashley likes to buy. I ask her not to because I can't help myself because I have poor self-control, but it is what it is. So I am going to go ahead and leave it there for today, guys, because I am just absolutely knackered, and I am so sorry to all the gaming folks that have been watching this, waiting for the next gaming episode to drop. I am going to try and get it done for Sunday, but as you can see right now, between shopping and running the house and working at Katnipp up until like 6 o'clock in the evening, I'm just absolutely knackered. I'm just run off my feet, but I'm fine. Like mentally, like I'm not burning out. I'm just tired. I'm just like physically exhausted because I literally walk into work, which takes about 15 minutes. Then, well, it takes about 10-15 minutes. Then I'm on my feet, and the only time I get to sit down, as you've seen, is when I'm on my lunch break, and that lunch break is only like 15 minutes. So I only really get to sit down 15 minutes out of like a 9-hour day. So I'm not mourning because there's nurses out there, and I've done it myself when I did a placement in university. There's nurses that work 12-hour shifts on the feet, so I am not going to sit here and pretend to play victim when I've only been on my feet for like 9 hours, and there's nurses doing like 18-hour shifts out there. But I just wanted to kind of get it off my chest because I put immense pressure on myself to make videos. Like, you guys think that I just like blasé about it. Well, you might not think that, but it can sometimes I feel like I come across that way, that I'm a bit blasé, but I actually put an immense amount of pressure on myself to like turn up every week and deliver the best video I can, but I just haven't been able to in the last week or two, and it's just I mean, I haven't uploaded properly for like 2 months now, and it really is like, that's the biggest thing that's stressing me out. So with Katnipp, I'm like balls to the wall in it so much just so I can get it out of the way, because by the time we get all Katnipp out of the way and done, I can then turn my attention to doing gaming content and YouTube content full time and explore YouTube shorts and stuff as well. Somebody's asked me to do like YouTube shorts and stuff, so I'm going to document, experiment with the YouTube shorts. Don't think I'm going to touch TikTok. I think I have ultimately decided that I'm never touching TikTok. It's just far too negative of a platform. Like, I literally play this like roulette game with people, where I'm like, watch this, and I'll open TikTok, I'll press my feed to refresh it, and then I'll scroll 3 videos and look at the comments, and you can just guarantee that there's hate in the comments. And it's kind of my point in that it's just not a nice platform. So I think I'm going to probably stay clear, and if somebody wants to take clips of my YouTube channel and edit them into shorts and put them on TikTok and earn money, because I know people do that apparently, then you go right ahead, but I'm staying clear of that platform. Hi, gorgeous.
Hello.
How are you?
Hungry.
How many people have you had today? Just the one?
Just the one.
Just the one person, actually.
Just the one person, actually. Is this on mine?
Yes. So yeah, I'm going to see you guys in the morning. Ashley's had a good one-person day at work. And
I went horse riding.
And ridden her horse and stuff. Did you get any vlog footage?
No, did you want me to? I'll get some tomorrow.
Yeah. I want to start including like more review in these vlogs. Like, you know how you used to do your riding vlogs?
Yeah.
And you used to like vlog like turning your camera on and you'd be like, hey guys.
Cringy, yeah.
It's not cringy, it's fun and expressive.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I want to include more review and riding and fells and stuff in the vlog.
Right,
so.
yeah.
But yeah, see you guys in the morning. Ciao for now, Mono Bro. Good morning and happy Thursday, everybody. And yes, I have a stain on my top. We're going to ignore it, but we're going to get into today. But first, we need to get work out of the way. Woo. That was a terrible transition. Let's get to work. Lights on. Take a shake. And it's time to put my phone down and get to work on getting orders out the way again. Unfortunately, I know that it's getting a little bit boring right now, but it is just going to be like this for the next 2 to 3 weeks, I reckon. Could even potentially be even longer, depending on what happens and what goes down. But yeah, we've got a lot to do, a lot to get on with at Katnipp, so unfortunately I'm not vlogging much. I will be including anybody that's kind of added notes to any orders and stuff, because there is quite obviously a large proportion of people that do support Katnipp, that do watch these vlogs, as well as the gaming content folk who probably aren't as interested in this. They're just tuning in just to see all the behind the scenes, and I don't know, but but my point is that unfortunately things are just going to be like this for a while. And I will include any, like, you know, if somebody's asked me to package it, or just any names that I recognise of people that I see comment on my videos, I will give them a shout out, which means I do want to very, very quickly just give a shout out to the wonderful Levine. Your order has been packaged. The only problem is one of the mouse mats that I thought I made up, apparently I didn't. So I'm just waiting for Dean to come in, because we thought we had an issue with the heat press. But once Dean's back in and got that switched back on and let me know what he wants to do, then I can go ahead, get that made up, and then get that shipped out to you. I know if you're watching this and you're trying to like put the 2 and 2 together, you may realise that your order was like you probably got an email saying that it was dispatched before and it's still sat in here the day after. The reason for that is when we click fulfill on click and drop, we then have to put it in the order pile, and we then have to sort the post with Royal Mail, usually. But obviously yours is still waiting for a mouse mat. So, but yeah, as I said, without going off on a tangent, if anybody has ordered and I do recognise the names or they've left a note, I will give them a very quick shout out. Otherwise, I'll be skipping through these days until the end of Katnipp. I will be including a bit more of the Katnipp days actually, coming up to the end. On maybe like the last 2 days, I'll be getting my phone out all the time and vlogging just for the memories and stuff. But jumping forward into the not so far future, I decided to plug the heat press back in instead of waiting for Dean, because turns out it wasn't just Levine's order. There's a couple of orders that need stuff remaking, so I really need the heat press back on. But now I'll go ahead and see you guys at lunchtime. Very quickly again, before we jump forward one more time, thought I'd just point out that I have gone ahead and finally packaged your order, Levine. So I just wanted to say thank you so much for supporting my channel, because I've noticed that you've been commenting on all the vlogs, and I do deeply appreciate it. I really, really do. I appreciate anybody that obviously supports Katnipp, but even more so in my heart beats that tiny bit stronger for the people who support my videos as well. So thank you so much. Well, I was going to be going for dinner, but Dean's bought me a jacket potato. Oh, nice. So I'm going to sit down with Dean and enjoy me jacket potato. Oh, this looks good. Oh, nothing better than cheesy beans. Mwah, chef's kiss. I heard humming on the other side of the lift. But I was going to say we're leaving Dean, except we're not leaving Dean, because we came back upstairs and I'm actually heading back downstairs rather than going upstairs, because it's only 4 o'clock, but I'm finishing work and heading home for evening. Look at me, little...
Door 0.
For God's sake. My hair is a mess. To say that it was windy on that Liverpool jaunt back to the car is an understatement. Anyway, we don't have to worry too much, because I'm about to put my headset on as I'm heading upstairs in a second. I'm at my PC and I'm going to go ahead and try and get some work done. I'm going to try and be as productive as I can be, despite the fact that I am exhausted. I was going to say okay, but I'm not. I'm absolutely exhausted. But I'm going to get the gaming video at least starting editing it, because once I've started the edit, then I can kind of understand the pacing and stuff and see where I left off, and then I can pick up from there and get a project done in hopes of getting a video done for Sunday. But chances of that happening probably still very slim, because I'm going to be working all day Saturday and Sunday. But I'm going to try my best, because it has been like a month since I uploaded the announcement video, and then before that it was like another 3 weeks before I uploaded a video. So it's been so long, and I've barely live streamed, I've barely done anything. And as you guys know, I put a lot of pressure on myself to do this, and I put a lot of pressure on myself generally, as I'm a bit of a perfectionist. But I'm going to put that aside and not mope, because I am trying to get it done, and you guys can see that I'm trying to get it done in these vlogs, so I'm not going to mope about that too much. But I do want to move the conversation on slightly, because there was something else going on behind the scenes today with Ashley that was a little bit stressful for the both of us. But it turns out that everything has kind of become A-OK in essence. So the short version of the story is that Ashley went and fit a saddle for a lady who said that the saddle, well, she was fitting the saddle for a lady who, and the saddle was supposed to be for a daughter, and it was basically the daughter's horse. So the daughter was going to ride it most of the time. But Ashley was hit with a bit of a conundrum when the lady said that she wanted to ride it occasionally, once in a blue moon. So the problem with that is, imagine trying to fit a shoe to a child and an adult. It's so hard, because the shapes are different, the sizing is just generally different, and you basically, if you imagine you have two sizes on a saddle, it's a bit more convoluted than this, but you've got two sizes on the saddle. You've got the seat size and then the bit underneath size. I can't remember the names of them. And the bit underneath, you cannot, like, you can change, but you can't go bigger than what the horse can support. The saddle must sit between 2 points of a horse. Any bigger, it'll cause pain for the horse, so you can't like change that. But the underneath bit can only support so much on top, and Ashley had to go for the biggest, because this lady said that a daughter was basically riding the horse for the most part, but then she was going to ride it once in a blue moon, which was fine, and we kind of, you know, we Ashley, should I say, helped kind of draft and build this saddle that she could send the specs off to this company and get it made up. And the daughter tried it once the saddle arrived. Daughter absolutely loved it. It's perfect for the daughter, perfect for the horse. But the seat size wasn't quite right for her mum, who was obviously the paying client. So Ashley was started to get a bit anxious because obviously, as you guys saw, when Ashley first started out, she had a client that was just had a lot of buyer's remorse and a lot of people in her ear and caused a lot of stress for Ashley when she first started out. So it was causing a bit of anxiety for Ashley. But anyway, it turns out Ashley's gone there today, and I can update you guys in the fact that it was pretty much fine. Well, it wasn't quite fine, but basically this lady was using this like gel pad on top of the saddle, which she thought would make the saddle feel a bit bigger, but actually it makes the saddle feel a bit smaller. So Ashley said, right, take that off, let's drop your stirrup leathers a little bit so that it extends your legs a little bit, because she was riding a different type of saddle before. So anyway, look, I'm not going to bore you with the details. Basically, Ashley and I were both quite stressed going into today, but it turns out we were stressing for nothing. And Ashley's dealt with that and everything's good. But there is some more good news that Ashley has been hit with, but I'm going to let her share that when she gets home. But for now, I'm going to jump into getting some editing done, or try to. And at 6:20, we have now got to the point where we have edited everything that I've shot so far, and the video is only, I say only actually, it's almost 7 minutes long. That's actually a pretty solid start. But I'm going to be real with you. I am seizing up sat there. I'm not doing good. Like I'm not trying to be over dramatic here. Like my body is not doing great. Working 7 days a week on my feet all day, and then like walking to and from the car as well. I might have to convince Ashley to start dropping me off again. That's why you've seen an increase, by the way, of me like walking and stuff to and from the car. It's just because before Ashley would drop me off, and it just made sense because it would mean that I wouldn't have to, because there's no parking like close to the hub. So I'd have to, every time that you've seen me like get a lift, no, every time I've said like I've driven to work or from work, I've parked at the Stray and walked, but obviously it's been fine like in the past because it would be that situation where I wouldn't have to worry because I would always have weekends off and I'd have respite days and stuff. But now it's just I've got no rest because I'm working 7 days a week. So yeah, my legs are taking a bit of a beating, and just sitting down for that long, they're just sort of seized up. Anyway, I've come downstairs because tonight I'm actually making chicken fajitas. I butchered it. But yeah, I'm doing chicken fajitas for Ashley and I, but I'm actually starting them now so that I can get everything cooked. So that when Ashley actually comes home, we can just sit down and eat straight away. Because what I normally do is start cooking when she gets home, but I have a feeling and an inkling she's not going to be home till about 7:30. So I don't want to start cooking then, because then we won't get done till about 7:30. And I'm thinking I might live stream tonight. I'm going to see how I feel once I've eaten, but I'm thinking I might do a live stream. And I should also just add to the vlog at this point, whilst I'm being dramatic, that I have actually now just spoken to my brother, who is absolutely fine, by the way, before I tell you this. But my brother drives for a local bus company, that's his job. And yeah, somebody rear-ended his bus today. And when I say rear-ended, I don't just mean like tap to the back end of his bus. I mean like it's a full-on drama fest of like a mega collision. Like everybody, from what I've been told, is okay. Everybody that's involved. But that's the bus my brother was driving, and that's the car that went into the back of it. My brother's actually on the video. I don't want to show it just because obviously I don't want to like broadcast it, but that is public news, by the way. If you go to like Teesside Media or Incidents on Teesside, if you're local, you'll be able to find the information on it. But yeah, my brother's absolutely fine. The drivers of the two cars, thank God, are absolutely fine. I think it's just a case of somebody going a little bit too fast, I think, from what I've been told, allegedly. That's alleged. Right on cue, look who walks with her drinky poo.
I got my hoodie on because it was raining and then it was not, so not really warm.
Where? You have a good day though?
Yeah. Why it wet down there?
Oh, because I was dragging chicken over at the bin and it dripped.
Oh.
But yeah, I told the vlog earlier about your... I kept it vague, but I told them about the conundrum that you faced today. And kind of said, like, sometimes peeps be peeping.
Yeah.
But I didn't tell them about the news that you just told me.
Ah. I've received an email from Albion with leads. So that basically just means that people have got in touch with them in this area saying that they would like a new saddle.
And then it gets passed on to
It
Ashley.
gets passed on to me because I'm the designated fitter for this area.
And then she goes and measures them and then sells, and then she orders a saddle and then they pay for it, and then Ashley earns a little bit of commission.
Basically, yeah.
But Albion is like the Porsche of the saddle world is what I call it. But yeah, you're just absolutely killing it.
Yeah.
Just absolutely killing it. She's Wonder Woman. One of the comments, I literally just replied to the comments now. I normally do it like way sooner than this, but one of the comments was like, "How dare you make Ashley such an emotionally charged cup of tea?"
That's brilliant.
That one's not so emotionally charged. It's fine.
No, we're good. What's sleeping?
I haven't.
Sorry.
One day I will turn on this vlog and you won't burp in my face.
Probably not, but go on.
I literally just started recording because I wanted to tell Ashley, because I haven't actually told Ashley this yet, but something that I think you'll quite like. I've changed my training routine up with Adam at the gym.
Alright.
Because I said to him, when I go on holiday, like at the moment my legs are pretty damn strong. Like just
Freaking solid. Yeah.
So I said to him, I really want to have like a more defined like shoulders and chest and arms and stuff. So now every Tuesday is going to be a chest and arms day, and then the Thursdays are going to be cycled between like your back and arms, and then the next week or the Thursday will be legs, and then
What's that on there? No, seriously, what is that on there? Is it staying?
yeah, it's just
Oh.
So for the holiday, I'm gonna have nice.
You're gonna be sexy. I mean, you're already sexy, but you're gonna be sexier.
I'm gonna have nice chiseled arms.
You're going to have pecs.
Yeah, I literally I filmed a clip earlier. I was in work and I walked in the elevator to leave, and I just zoomed in because you could just see my little nipples poking through, and then I just went. Meh. And then I was like, I don't know what goes through my brain.
Literally none of it.
Literally.
Yeah.
But you are feeling much better this week, aren't you?
Yeah. Regarding.
Just generally.
Oh yeah. Oh, that was a proper donk.
A proper donk. Put a donk on
it.
No, it's just because, like I said, I was literally just reading all the comments.
What's the state of that? I have no idea where that's come from.
I was going to make a joke. I was going to
No.
say it was your husband, but I'm not going to make that joke
No.
on the internet. I'll get cancelled. But no, I've just been reading all the comments of people saying, I hope Ashley's all right because after you had your Menti B after I gave you a cup of tea.
It was.
Mike's cup of tea caused Ashley to have a Menti B.
Yeah, a Menti B cup of tea.
A Menti B cup of tea.
No, I mean we know the reason why now, don't we? But you know.
By the way, we're coining that term. All of us in this community now, whenever you brew a cup of tea, you have to say it's a Menti B cup of tea.
Yeah. Chin chin.
Oh, and there's nothing else you can use other than Yorkshire tea.
Yes.
And I'll die on that hill.
Because you use them crappy little circular ones.
I
I can taste the difference.
Yes, I know, and I apologise. But if you don't like them, just bin them.
Yeah, bin them. I only kept them because we ran out of other tea bags.
Oh wait, that's the sugar.
Thanks.
Anyway, I'm going to get tea served up. and I'll check in with you in a second. Food is being consumed, but we just sat watching our NC 500 vlogs, deliberately procrastinating from having to deal with all of these saddles, but I think we've established just how cute you are on camera.
Why?
I don't know, you just... we keep laughing at ourselves. Well, actually, we keep laughing at Ashley's antics, really. But yeah, I was just saying, I absolutely love seeing Ashley, like, on camera. She has just a natural
What?
camera charisma.
I'll take it.
Or daftness.
I'll take it.
Well, there's no time like the present, and yes, I have taken my top off as it's very warm up here, but we completely forgot that there is one of Ashley's clients that wants to see a picture of one of the more expensive Albion saddles. So we've brought it upstairs so that Ashley can go ahead and get some pictures of the saddle so the lady can see exactly what it looks like, and then she can make a decision on if she wants to buy it. So fingers crossed, I suppose. How's that going for you? Watch your head on that bulb, because that bulb will get very hot. Right, why don't you move stuff out the way?
I can't, I'm eating my donut thing.
Your donut thing.
Mm.
I'll lift your flaps.
Can you lift my flap, please?
Yes, I can lift the flap.
Thanks.
Are we all done?
Yeah.
Hello. Also, good night.
Bye-bye.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome back. It's now Thursday morning, and the sun is shining, and it's actually 23 degrees at the moment, and there is a gentle breeze on the air though, but when the breeze dies down and that sun is on your back, oh boy is it nice. But yeah, I'm just heading into work for the last, I would say the last day of the week, but I'm going to be working Saturday and Sunday as well. Although Dean and Catherine are taking tomorrow off because they're going to use a voucher for something that we got them for Catherine's birthday. And I'm also kind of tempted to take tomorrow off as well, just so I can focus on the gaming content and actually get a video done and dusted and out there. And then at least there's another episode out, so still undecided about that, but we've got to get into work. So I thought I'd just take you guys along with me on the walk, because I got a question last night. I read the comments from my last vlog last night, and there was a question on there, which firstly, I apologise, I can't remember the name, and the question was quite long, but essentially summing it up, it was, how do you go about they had a question about how I go about running a small business whilst working full time, essentially. And I've been deliberating over this question all morning and all last night, because I don't have an honest answer that I wish I could just say, like, do X and it'll resolve everything. But it's such a convoluted question, and it's so nuanced as to, like, everybody's situation is completely different. So it's not easy to kind of just sit here and say, oh yeah, well, all you got to do is X, because it might not apply to different people. But the two words that I'd kind of bring it down to is kindness and sacrifice. If you are genuinely up to the brim where you can't focus on something else, then something's got to be sacrificed. And it's not always going to be pretty. Sometimes you might have to sacrifice time with your loved one, or I thought that was a dog poo, it was a link. But yeah, you just have to sacrifice time somewhere, which is what Catherine's doing by getting rid of the Katnipp studio so that she has more time to work on a book. But the second point is kindness. You've got to be kind to yourself. Like, I have been my biggest critic over the last 2 months of not getting any gaming content done, but I'm just trying to be kind to myself and remind myself that just because you're not out there working and working on your dream doesn't mean you're not doing something which is just as equally, you know, as admiring, which is providing for yourself and for your family, which is no more or less important than running your own business, really. Because people seem to think, I think people look at YouTubers running businesses, people like Catherine, and they cherry pick well, first and foremost, as a YouTuber, it's your job to cherry pick the best moments and cherry pick the worst moments to build a narrative. But I think people also cherry pick the good moments and realise that there's so many drawbacks to running businesses. I'm not being anti-business, I'm just making a point of saying that you just gotta remember to be kind and to really focus on not what you're not doing, but focus on what you are actually proactively doing for yourself and for your family. So don't devalue working a normal job, even if it's putting you off your dreams for your time being. Never ever devalue it, because at the end of the day, the bigger picture is always the better thing to focus on. But if, like I said, if you really want to have a business and you want the business to become your life, then you've just got to learn where the sacrifice is. And I know it's not a pretty thing to hear, but sometimes people will, if you listen to like entrepreneur podcasts and stuff, they'll say, oh, you've kind of got to go all in. Don't really like that idea of going all in on everything and just kind of like giving up, giving up security for a chance that it might work. But sometimes that's the only option for people. It's not a pretty one, but it is the only option. It's what I did, and I just sort of told myself that I had to make it work. But I've struggled, truth being told. I wasn't vlogging at the time, but 5 years ago, Ashley had lost a job. I was only working 1 day a week at Katnipp. There was no jobs going because you couldn't get a job because of COVID. So yeah, we struggled. But even just thinking about like when I was saying sacrifice there, I kind of like reminded myself another aspect of like sacrificing for your dream. But you'll notice that me and Ashley don't do much as a couple. We don't go out on walks, we don't go to the cinemas, we don't go on dates very often. And part of the parcel of that is Ashley's disability, obviously, so that plays a huge factor. But the other factor is, it's just that sacrifice. We had to sacrifice going out and doing all the things normal couples would do so that we could have a shot at building our dream and saving money and living the life we want to. It just meant sacrificing some of the luxuries and things. But yeah, it's not pretty and it's not fun, despite what social media tells you. Well, it is fun and it can be, but it's a grind and a half, and you will have, it's like a terrain. You're gonna have your peaks and you're gonna have your deeps as well. So don't think it's all happy smiles and plain sailing 24/7, because as you've seen me this week, it can be exhausting. I think something could be said as well though for actually realigning with your goals and kind of just changing what your actual goals are. Not your ultimate dream, but just your actual like daily goals. I think there's a saying by one of the famous like gurus of something. I think the saying is something along the lines of people overestimate what they can do in a day, but underestimate what they can do in a year. And I think the way that speaks to me is that people kind of put so much pressure on themselves daily to get so much done in a day, but the truth is you're not gonna always be able to do stuff every single day. So find the time when you can and work towards a goal. And if your ultimate goal is to have a business like Catherine, then scale it back, because Catherine didn't start, I mean, she had this as an ultimate end goal, but she didn't start with like all of this just like handed to her. Catherine actually started as a commission-based artist. She actually did commissions for like families and stuff, and did like family portraits and stuff. I'm actually still waiting for mine. Catherine did a portrait of me and Ashley and her horse at the time, Misty, and it was a great portrait, but Catherine said she wanted to redo it because the way she had done it, it was a little bit wrong or something. So she said she was going to reprint it for us. So, but yeah, she never did. So, but it's fine. I'm just saying, like, so many people this isn't even about that question anymore, but I genuinely, I believe myself that way too many people are looking at business owners as they are in the present and not realizing that what they were at the beginning was a completely different image and a completely different mindset, mindset and goal setting things. So sometimes just pulling back on your goals a little bit and just starting smaller. Or if you've already got a business but you're just struggling to find the time, but you are getting sales occasionally, then it just goes back to that thing. You just got to find more sacrifices so that you can put time into it, and or improve systems so that it can operate more smoothly without you being in the business. Whether that's using, I don't know, automated tools to send messages, or I don't even know, use third-party fulfillment like Catherine is. Yeah, you don't make anywhere near as much profit, but it's all completely hands-off. It's just what you're willing to sacrifice. So yeah, I'm not gonna linger on that question too much, because that question's probably already made up like 10 minutes of this vlog. So we're gonna move on from that, because I now need to jump in and get some work done. But we are at the gym, and I will be setting off in about an hour and 20 minutes. So now that I've got that Mac turned on, I'm going to head over and get the packing Mac turned on. You also might notice that some of the mugs are looking a bit bare now, and that's because we are now starting to get caught up on a lot of the orders that I made up over last weekend, which actually seems to be working out fine, because if I don't work tomorrow, then at least on Sunday when I come in, I'll be able to print another like 200-300 orders off. And go through them and mark them as ready and print them off and stuff, and then Monday I'll be able to make them up. We'll be able to rinse and repeat. Seems at the moment like we're averaging 500 orders ish a week, like working 7 days a week. So I think off that math, we should have enough to get us to the end of this month at least. So working every day this month is very good payday for me. But we jump forward in time where I'm heading into the gym. But we teleport back to the studio where I'm jumping back into work. So I'll see you guys at the end of the day. As for what I've got for my lunch, by the way, Dean's brought in one of his like protein meals that's about 500 calories. So that's what I'm eating. I'll try and document it, but I'm kind of wasting enough time today. Okay, I can't help myself. I just absolutely love vlogging far too much. But yeah, it's prep kitchen food, and to be fair, I haven't actually tried much of it, but from the smell, it smells amazing. So I'm going to get this in the microwave and I'll let you know how it goes. Oh, I'm not going to lie, not only does that look mint, it smells incredible. I just can't resist, I've got to try. This is going to be absolutely boiling hot. Oh yeah. Well, oh my god. And ironically, as I've come to the end of the day, funnily enough, little creative here who comments on my videos has asked me to package her order. So come. Because if I'm reading the order right, I think it's it's a hot chocolate pin, the mumble book riding the candy cane pin, and then a lilac, daisy and heart washi tape, 111. Just double checking all the quantities, and then thank you card. Now let's get this packaged up. I am so sorry, my sticker is not more central. Jesus, I almost also butchered that bit of right tape, but it'll do. And there we are, going all the way to Australia. I'm not going to try and do the accent, but but I did put an extra thank you card with a little message on there, so I hope you enjoy it. There's not really much more I can give. Don't know why I've walked over here, because well, I'm out of here. Well, it's now 4:30 and I'm out of the office and heading home, as I want to go and work on my video stuff before Ashley gets home. And I just want to say that I know there is a few people that are waiting on me to kind of like fulfill orders and stuff on camera, and I promise I will get round to it. It'll just take a little bit of time. Oh boy, oh my god, it's like a freaking sauna in here. Get winded open, get bloody winded open now. Bloody hell. Bloody ladybird in here. Hello, Billy. Whew. I would celebrate that I am now actually home, but I feel like all I've done is gone out of the pan and into the fire, because I'm about to head upstairs and I think I'm going to do a very short live stream. I'm going to check where Ashley is on the maps now, because I think I can probably get out a good like hour and a half live stream, because I haven't done one this week. Plus, it'll allow me to just get on get my head down and get some Minecraft stuff done. So I'm going to head upstairs in a second. But like I said, it's not going to be any better in my room than it was in the car. So, like I said, out the pan, into the fire. Because it's about to get warm. Yeah, nope. I just opened that door, no joke. You know when you get off a plane in a warm country? Yeah, that was what just hit me in the absolute face. I'm probably going to need an aircon unit thinking about it, but I'm not going through that fiasco again. But I have just had a message off Ashley actually saying that literally everybody is currently at my parents'. So I'm going to go and hang out there and enjoy this nice sunny weather instead. I also remembered I needed to stop for a card and a gift voucher for somebody's birthday as well. So just going to run a little real quickly and grab that. In and out, hopefully, fingers crossed. Right, that's the gift voucher got. £40 gift voucher for my auntie's birthday. Now let's get back, get on the road. One butt transition there.
Why?
I said to Ashley, I just want to outro the video before we wrap up the evening and sit down to have our microwave meals. And yeah, I thought butt transition was a very good time to say that time has passed. And again with Ashley. Isn't she just so beautiful? Oh yeah, she is. Come here. We've had a busy week, haven't we?
Very.
You've been at work today, haven't you?
I have.
And you had three?
Three
Calls. See, I do pay attention. But yeah, I just thought I'd want to... Okay, you can leave now. I'm joking.
Oh.
I just thought I'd outro the vlog with Ashley to just say thank you so much for watching us. As always, it's been a very busy week and nothing... Well, it's gone to plan, I would say, for the most part. And we haven't had any major dramas. We had a little bit of a thing that we were sort of a little bit apprehensive about yesterday. But all in all, it's been generally quite a successful week. Just a tiring week because obviously I've been at Katnipp now working every single day since the beginning of June, and that puts us on, what are we on today?
13th.
13th. So I have now been working for 2 weeks straight every single day, and my legs are feeling it. But all in all, still doing pretty well. But Ashley's also been very, very busy. So this month will be a very good month for the both of us. But then after that, my pay will go zoom. But anyway, we're not going to focus on that because we're going to end this week and go into next week. I am going to try and get some gaming stuff done for Sunday. Whether or not it'll happen, I have no idea. It all depends on if I decide, because I still haven't decided if I'm going to go into work tomorrow or not. But I'll probably decide when I wake up and see what the weather's like. Because if it's boiling, then I might just want to take the day off and just enjoy the weather. But I don't know. Probably going to work anyway because I'm a workaholic.
I'm going to go and eat now.
Okay. Yeah, we're going to go and eat now. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I really do appreciate it. Ashley appreciates it. All the people that tune in every single week without fail, why we do this. And I just want to spread positivity and happiness and put a smile on people's face and just show that you don't have to take life so seriously. It's not that deep, bro. But no, I just want to kind of just spread positivity and just show people that aspiring for your dreams doesn't have to be glamorous. Well, it's not always glamorous, should I say, and it's not always perfect. But with that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next week weekly vlog next Saturday, roughly 6 p.m. Saturday GMT. See you guys there. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be the Mike James, aka it's me, Mickey T. See you guys in the next one. Goodbye.